what's up, everybody? My name is Daretta Henry. Born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but I live in Dallas. Been here for the last 12 years. Very happy to be here and excited to share the three things that define me. So, my first thing I'm going to start with what is the most expensive, but the least sentimental, and that's my green Goyard tote. I got his stuff right now, right? But the reason why I have this is not because it's an expensive bag, and depending on who you're talking to, that might not even be an expensive bag. But I think for me, when I think about my style and influence, I do like a little bit of luxury, and I think about, we grind it out every day. We work hard. We work hard for the money that we do get, and every now and then you hit a milestone in your career where you're like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself to something nice, right? So I love to give gifts. I've given luxury bags before, but I'd never really spent that money on myself. And so this is one of those things where I carry it. I feel posh. I feel luxurious. But it's also a little bit of a testament to my hard work and the dedication that I put in every day into work and to others and everything else. So that's why that one is here, from a luxury, pampered, but also job well done, standpoint. Um, my second thing here is a pair of Ron David shades. I don't know how this is going to show up there, but I got a few of these, right? So I got this style here, some where I'm having a little more fun. This is one of my favorite pairs here. Between this pair here and these here, these are some of my favorite shades. And the reason why, I always like to rep Black designers, right? So I think about me being a Black woman, the culture that I grew up in. It's about promoting us, right? It's not about diminishing others, but it's certainly about promoting us. And these have a particular sentimental value for me. This is actually a cousin of mine. This is his brand. Would absolutely want to promote this and get this out there. I think that Ron has quite the vision. He has a beautiful eye for things that look good, things that are fabulous. We talk about that. And so when I put these on, it adds that extra something, right? That extra oomph. And so, there's a bigger story here, which is this being a Black designer, but it's also family. And when I think about my style in particular, I like accessories, and I think shades and a fly pair are just another way to elevate your outfit, right? So you might just have on a pair of sweats, something like I got on today, or, just kind of bum it out a little bit. But you throw on a fresh pair of eyewear, and automatically your outfit kind of elevates. So I think about Ron David. I think about the work that he's doing with his line. I would encourage y'all to check it out. But his shades in particular, for me, when I put them on, I just get elevated and I feel fabulous. And I'm supporting family along the way and a Black designer and their vision, right? So then last but not least, it is a pair of Black cement threes.
Okay.
You'll see these have been through it, and I like it that way. So a lot of sneakerheads, hey, I have a pair on ice too, right? But there are a pair or two that I will absolutely put through the dirt. You see the crease here. I rock these. I wear these whenever I'm recording my podcast, by the way, Talk Show Ambitions. If you get a chance, check that out. I always have on a pair of BC3s. And it's all around because this is my favorite Jordan right here, right? I grew up, I was born in 1981. I'm not afraid to say that. And so like many people, older millennials like myself, a lot of times this was the first pair of Jordans that we ever got, right? So we were too young for the ones, too young for the twos, old enough to start watching the game of basketball, which also ball is life, ball is life, ball is life. And so grew up watching the game. Jordan is the GOAT for a lot of reasons, besides what he did on the court as a winner, but the way he transformed the game and how we watch it and how we show up, right? So a pair of J's are going to always be sweet. You think about the longevity of the Jordan brand. You're always going to look cold if you got a pair of J's on. You got to rock them the right way. But I would say this particular pair, like I cried and begged for these shoes. And so I've told the story before where, my dad took me to Warehouse Shoes back in the day in Milwaukee. And this is when you could walk into a shoe store and grab a pair of Jordans or a pair of sneakers off the shelf and get them. And I cried for these. My dad bought me these. My mom, I was a little town boy, my mom wanted a little pretty princess. She was so mad that he bought me these shoes. Okay. She did not want her little girl wearing these shoes, but they mean so much to me. I mean, the design is the first Tinker Hatfield one. So many other historical moments, right? And milestone moments that come along with the BC3, but the way I wanted them, what Jordan meant to the culture, what he continues to mean to basketball and the culture. And then again, it's that family tie, right? Around going to get these shoes with my dad. And then later on, my mom got hip and she bought all the rest of them, right? Probably to my dad's disappointment, right? Because he didn't want her to spend all the money on those shoes
Right.
at that point in time. But yeah, so those are the three things that define me, I think.
That's dope. That's dope. You put us on some somewhere, so we'll definitely check them out. Always want to
Yeah.
support us.
Yes, Ron David, get
So,
out there. Yes, yes. He has clothes. He has a boutique too, actually now, and growing into another one. He has his flagship location in DC at Union Market. He has another store in New York City on Orchard Street. Sorry about that. And then a new location coming out. I don't know if I can say that one yet, but it's coming
okay,
too.
okay.
So yeah, check him out, and then online as well. So Ron David Studios, and